Welcome back. Let's continue our discussion now on the one-term pledge by Peter Obi. Should he be elected president in 2027? I'm now being joined on the program by political affairs analyst Damian Ogudike. He's here in the studio. Mr. Ogudike, thank you very much for coming on the show. Give me your take now on this one-term pledge by Peter Obi.
From his past record, he's a man that always go for what he believes. He's not a man that will be saying another thing
and
doing another thing. Just like in Nigeria, they don't care about following people's record. But some of us that do care, we have been following his record, and each time he says something, he will like to do it the way he said it because he wants to maintain his integrity. So for my own side or my own thinking, Peter Obi, as a person, if he said so, I don't think he will renege in what he has said. Because from the look of things, he has already, conduct his own permutation on how he will make use of the 4 years. Because as an guru in economics and banking, bankers use target to get what they want. So he's an economist. He's also looking at the target of 4 years. He's not a pure politician. Peter Obi is a political activist. So if he is a politician, I will tell you, forget about it. It will
so how much do you think he can achieve in 4 years, in the real sense of it?
Let me just say,
as president of Nigeria.
As president of Nigeria, there is no two ways about it. It's all about him sitting down, putting down his records. First year, look at what I'm going to do. Second year, look at what I'm going to do. Third year, look at what I'm going to do. The fourth year, look at what I'm going to do. It's all about target, which I know because I have followed him in last election. His record, he always work with data. Have you heard him? He always work with data. And somebody that work with data always move on with time. Because when he tells you, this goes with this number goes with this, it becomes his own way of finding solution to issues. So he won't be working on assumptions. He works on figures. And anybody that works on figures always meet his target. So I'm sure that he will do that.
But why do you think he wants just one term? Why not 2 terms? What's wrong with having 2 terms? Why does he want it? Why do you think he wants just 1 term? Is it because he's saying it to appease the North, and because the person who is in office now is from the South? So just to make sure, the rotation thing doesn't change. Why doesn't he deserve 2 terms? And when you also consider the fact that, look, the Southeast, it's always, there's been this agitation that, the presidency should go to the Southeast.
Of course.
Why then should it be 1 term if in the event that it goes to the Southeast, why should it be 1 term?
Oh, no, there is a political zoning system in Nigeria. So far, the South has the president now, and it is expected them to only use their 2 terms. And Peter Obi is from the South. He's a man that don't want to flatter any gentleman agreement. That's what makes him a man of integrity. For him to, cancel that gentleman integrity between the South and North. He said, no, I won't flatter it. But
we're talking about a man who said he was never going to leave APGA, and he eventually did. And has left several parties. He made a promise publicly that he was never going to leave APGA.
Of course, what you are saying, there is a human imperfection in so many things.
So what do you think that won't happen in this case? If he was given 1 term, so if he was given 1 term and he does very well, does fantastically well, and then the people say, look, you have to continue. And the Southeastern has come out to say, look, you have to go for it. No, why should he then say, look, I'm not going to do it?
Now, let me just draw your attention to the last remark you made in terms of what happened in APGA. Peter Obi was chased out from APGA. He didn't go out from APGA. Maybe you don't have the record.
No, he wasn't chased out. But
okay. Let me put it out from my own point of view.
Yeah.
You have your own records. I have my own records.
Sure.
Because everyone has on a particular issue his own school of thought. I have my own record why I'm saying so.
He wasn't chased out, but go on.
So thank you very much. Okay, I don't think, because one thing I know is for the fact he has made that comment, I believe a man who has always said, check my record, that's always go and verify. I think he will also keep to his words. I don't think he will, flatter it.
So even if
people said,
even
go
if
come
people pressure him to contest.
Of course.
So, because this is the point. Look, if Peter Obi became the president in 2027, if he won the presidential election, became president, and goes on to do well, and if you ask me, there's just so much you can do in 4 years. If he goes on to do well and put some very solid structure in place that he would need to see through, then what would be wrong? Why should he not continue to see through these programs, to continue if the people insist that, look, you have to do it, especially the Southeasterners insist. And as I asked the other time, what is wrong if someone from the Southeast demands to do 2 terms and not 1?
I think it is wrong by the gentleman agreement between the South on this particular administration now that is from the South. It's wrong. And P2B, his person will not like to flatter that gentleman agreement. If it is maybe is on a neutral ground, the South is coming on the first term to now contest. Maybe Tinubu is not there now. It is the turn of the South. It is right. And personally myself, I will not support a Southerner to, after 4 years, he will now say, let me go for the second term. We will make it 12 years.
But you know the irony of it all? As we speak today, there's a likelihood that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar would contest. And if he won that election in 2027, that would be the return of the North.
Yeah, of course.
So what have you got to say about that? So if the Northerners are angling to come back after just after just 4 years of the presidency being in the South, and they are not willing to respect that agreement, why should we in the South now, why should we have a problem with, doing somebody from the South now doing 2 terms, after maybe President Tinubu's first term?
We don't want to depend on what the Atiku is working on, because we are talking about.
But he's working on that.
He's working on that,
and he might get it. You never can tell.
He may definitely. He may get. It's not 100% sure. So he has his own way of doing things. And the man in question we are talking about, P2B, has his own way of doing things. Likewise myself. That is why I'm saying, if Atiku is dreaming to do that, to alter the equation, it's wrong. The equation of this zone, we rule for 2 terms and return it back to so zone to rule for 2 terms. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not even good for Atiku to do that. Atiku is supposed to go and rest, or even if you want to vie, they should come on the time within their own term, their own time. That's when Atiku is supposed to come out. Some of these politicians, they don't respect some of these rules.
That's politicians for you.
It is out of place.
They say one thing, they do something
another
different.
thing. So, but it's not fair. There is a rule and regulation or principle that guides life. So if anybody feels that he don't want to follow it, he will also get disadvantage that follows violating rules. You understand what I'm saying? If Atiku said, no, let me flatter this, now it is the turn of the South. I will come and vie and, disorganize the equation. At the end of the day, a day will come where he will now reap what he sowed. So it's not that anybody can break law, but you have to face the consequence. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
All right, I think we'll just have to leave it there. Damian Ogudike, thank you very much for coming on the show, and thanks a lot for your contribution. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
God bless you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Stay with us, don't go away, because we'll be discussing GMO next. Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal. How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
President must see himself as the President of the Federal Republic.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On DEJI 360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
DEJI 360, dissecting the issues.